Welcome back. This is the CMC's review of the 20th CANTO Annual Conference and Trade Show. Women in ICT is fast becoming the norm in the Caribbean. Well, that's according to the experts who say the gender gap in the field is getting smaller, with more and more women seeking careers in the industry. Take, for instance, CANTO's Secretary General, Rahini Fraser. She has been at the helm of the Trinidad-based organization for the past 8 years.
In 2007, spurred by the ITU's Connect the World initiative, CANTO, with the support of our many partners, responded with Connect the Caribbean, with the Connect the Caribbean initiative. With the team leading connectivity through ICTs, we started to chart the way, build awareness, and develop partnership in advance the connectivity agenda in the region. This trend continued each year with a slightly different focus. In 2010, for example, it was embracing technology for economic success. Our theme for this year is accelerating broadband experience in the Caribbean.
Another such woman is Karen Bevan, the Vice Chairman of the Board of Directors of CANTO.
Accelerating broadband and transforming the way we live is our theme, and mainly it stemmed back from 2008. We have the ITU pushing for Connect the Americas, Connect the World. CANTO then took on the challenge of connecting the Caribbean. And why we did, because then again, going back to my point that we work in silos, the Caribbean is not connected. We have quite a number of outlying areas. We have high poverty in the Caribbean. But again, our mission must be connect the unconnected. Connecting people with broadband in the Caribbean, or increasing the broadband penetration, indirectly is economic and social benefits to the Caribbean. So the more we can accelerate the development of broadband, the more benefits we get, more economically and socially. So that is critical for us to do, connect the unconnected and give each and every Caribbean resident equal opportunity.
CANTO is an internationally recognized association that serves a significant portion of the telecommunication organizations in the Caribbean.
What we really needed in the Caribbean was what I would call a self-help group, where people could talk to each other, they could learn what suppliers were doing well, what they were not doing well, what the regulatory stuff might be about. And all the islands really didn't talk to each other enough. So I thought, never mind, if I leave Trinidad, it would be really good if all these bright people in the Caribbean could get together and create their own organization, which they've done incredibly well, I might add.
From its inception, the organization has aimed to facilitate the development of information communication technology, or ICT, solutions for the benefit of its stakeholders in the region.
From an organization or association of 8 Caribbean operators, CANTO now boasts a global membership of over 110 members from 33 countries spanning 4 continents. This diversified membership has diversified membership base includes affiliate members from various sectors, equipment suppliers, service providers, regulators, government ministries, consultants, educational institutions, among others. Such is our global reach, but our focus is distinctly Caribbean. We are also keenly aware of the diaspora, Caribbean nationals who live across the globe, but remain very committed to the development of the region.
The company is now well on its way in attaining its vision of becoming the leading authority in shaping information and communication in the Caribbean.
And that is what CANTO is all about, because we find that in the Caribbean we have the knowledge, we have expertise, but the collaboration is missing to a certain extent. We do things in isolation and in silos, and that is what we as CANTO in the Caribbean is trying to push, bringing together all of us so we have a united voice, we have united efforts, and together I think we can make a difference. We could share expertise, share knowledge, share technology, and it makes a big difference. So the coordination is missing. When you listen around the rooms, you find most of the telcos doing the right thing, going in the right direction, but they're doing it individually. When we come together, it makes a big difference, and CANTO now is facilitating that process.
However, CANTO's success is not solely based on the span of its global membership, but by the numerous ICT development projects, workshops, and dialogue with like-minded Caribbean and international agencies.
What we always do as a CANTO board, immediately after this conference at our next board meeting, the point on the agenda is the evaluation of this conference and of course things that needs to be changed for next year's conference, because we're immediately rolling into next year's conference. So our next board meeting will be in November of this year, and by December we already have the most items ready that we would like to change, and then it's of course that is put forward to the Secretariat, and of course they have to make it happen.
Among its many accomplishments, CANTO has 3 comprehensive publications that are widely distributed in the Caribbean region, Latin America, Canada, and Europe.
I would like to extend congratulations to CANTO and to Rainey Fraser and her staff in particular for taking this bold step to host this conference for the first time in Miami. From what I have seen, I think it has been a resounding success.
But CANTO's Secretary General, Rainey Fraser, is not done yet. She plans on boosting and taking the work of her predecessors to another level.
Well, certainly we will do a number of things related to the broadband area. One thing that we will certainly address is an assessment of where we are with broadband in the region, because we had a forum last year in November sponsored by the IDB, because they also have a mandate on broadband acceleration, and it aligned nicely with what CANTO is doing. So we call all the stakeholders together, the ministers, the regulators, operators, service providers, and they all found that we need to make an assessment to find out where we are, and then we should help create more awareness on the effect that ICT will have on small and medium-sized enterprise, because the big companies know, but the small and medium-sized enterprise have to pick it up, and broadband will make a contribution to that. And then we will do some training in the area. Also, we will look at regulatory and policy frameworks in the region as it relates to broadband. That we will do for the next 2 years.
One of the organization's biggest following is that of the annual conference and trade show, where delegates network and give updates on the sector. Many of the delegates and the exhibitors believe the yearly event has paid off and delivered great dividends for CANTO. But it's not all about established business officials and companies, but also about those seeking to make their mark in the telecommunications industry. But the CANTO officials are not the only ones satisfied. A number of service providers and operators who participated in the trade show and exhibition say they are very pleased with the event. Martin Roos, Vice President of Ericsson, says he believes that through his company's participation in the event, they have been able to make more inroads into the Caribbean market.
It's what we hear from our customers and also colleagues from other companies who are here at the show, is that Ericsson is a tremendously respected name inside the Caribbean, and we certainly feel very welcome both from our customers, and then we have very interesting discussions also with other players who work inside the Caribbean. I can certainly see that this has been beneficial for Ericsson, and I think we have, but more importantly, I think the show as such has been beneficial for us together with our customers. And And that success, and this is I think the important element to underscore, that success will contribute to a greater Caribbean, because fundamentally and ultimately what we bring together with the operator community is a greater service to consumers. And it is clearly highlighted from research that telecommunications, access to broadband, contributes very positively to economic growth and to equal opportunity for people.
You're the best exhibit at this 20th CANTO Annual Conference and Trade Exhibition. We understand you've been with CANTO for a number of years. How does it feel to finally be a winner?
Oh my God, it's so exciting. It was a total surprise, and we're very proud. We believe we won for integrating our message across the booth, and also because we use what we call the e-demo, which is a touchscreen monitor that allows us to demonstrate our products without having to bring them here. And it's, like I said, we're so excited, and we're thankful to the judges who chose us for their different criteria, which we're not sure what they were, and we look forward to coming back next year bigger and better.
More still to come in our look back at CANTO 2012. Stay with us.
I am Lawrence McNaughton. I am Managing Director for Lime in the Eastern Caribbean. I'm also a board member of CANTO. And it is certainly my pleasure to congratulate CANTO on its 28th anniversary for holding annual conferences in the Caribbean and for its existence. CANTO has in fact been a tremendous contributor to the Caribbean and the Caribbean organizations generally as far as ICTs are concerned, and it continues to do so. And it is certainly my hope that it will continue to strive and it will continue to live out its mantra for the next 50 or 100 years. So all the best to CANTO.